Welcome back. In the last video, we learned how to ask the user for information. But we discovered a strange problem. Even when we type a number, Python still treats it as text. In this video, we're going to build an interactive calculator. We'll learn how to turn that text into real numbers so we can do math. Let's start by looking at what happens without any conversion. Open your editor and write number 1 equals. Input, enter first number. Number 2 equals. Input, enter second number. Print. Number 1 plus number 2. Let's run the program. Type 5 for the first number and 3 for the second number. The output is 53. Wait. What? 5 plus 3 is 8, not 53. Why did this happen? Remember, the input function always returns a string, which is text. So, our variables don't hold the numbers 5 and 3. Instead, they hold the text characters 5 and 3. When we use the plus sign between two strings, Python doesn't add them. It glues them together. This is called string concatenation. Think of Python literally taking the text 5 and sticking it beside the text 3. Instead of. To do real math, we must convert this text into actual numbers first. We do this using a built-in function called int, short for integer. Number 1 equals. Int. Input, enter first number. Number 2 equals. Int. Input, enter second number. Print. Number 1 plus number 2. What does this change? When the user types the text 5, the input function receives it. Then, the int function converts it into a number 5. And only then is it stored inside the variable. Let's run it again. Type 5. And then 3. Now the output is 8. It works. We successfully built our first interactive calculator. But what if we want to use decimal numbers, like 5.5 or 3.14? If we try to type a decimal into the int function, our program will crash. Because the text 5.5 cannot be directly converted into an integer. Remember, integers store whole numbers, not decimal values. To support decimals, we use a different function called float. Number 1 equals. Float. Input, enter first number. This allows your calculator to handle decimal numbers as well as whole numbers. Before we finish, let's test your understanding with 2 quick challenges. X equals. Int 10. Y equals. Int 20. Print. X plus Y. If we run this program, what is the output? Option A, 30. Option B, 1020. Pause the video if you need time to think. Ready? The answer is Option A, 30. Since both values were converted to integers using int, Python performs mathematical addition. X equals. Input, Enter number. Print X*3. If the user enters 5, what will the output be? Option A, 15. Option B, 555. Take a moment to decide. Ready? The answer is Option B, 555. Because the input was not converted to an integer, it is still a string. Multiplying a string repeats it 3 times. So text 5 times 3 becomes 555. Excellent job! You now know how to convert inputs and perform real calculations in Python. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into strings and look at basic operations like finding text length and changing letter cases. Let's keep going.